Good evening once again, brothers and sisters. It's been a while since you heard from me. Hopefully you guys are enjoying my content. Reaching out to you guys once again, reminding everybody we're now 2.5 weeks away from our election. It's been 31 years since my first nomination for office. I ran for the union's executive board back on Old Local 32, 1105 Ridge Avenue. Unsuccessfully at that time, but I did let the leadership know 31 years ago when I put my hat in the ring that there was a new leader that had emerged from the ranks, and I certainly dug in for the long haul. 31 years later, I'm now, nominated again to run for office. Just want to remind everybody I am the president and business manager now, and again, under very unusual circumstances, but I had to step up, take the reins, because I did have the number 2 seed that actually, it required me to step up, and I have to tell you, it's been a very difficult challenge. It's been over 2 months for me where I've been in the number 1 seat, steering the ship, leading our union, and very happy to, take a back seat and run for vice chairman. I told you guys in an earlier post that I'm not going anywhere. I intend to run for office as long as I'm active in this union. For the simple fact is I have been an officer for 24 years. I look forward to the challenge. It's great to see we have a crowded field of enthusiastic union activists running for office. But again, I am the business manager, and I have been leading this union now through the most difficult time in my 35-year experience in this union as a labor leader. 24 years as an officer, I've never seen any other business manager, elected official in this union have to deal with I've had to deal with on a daily basis. So we have made great changes. I went and hired Matt Schambacher and Phil Pachetti. Matt to be the coordinator and Phil is a full-time instructor. Just this past week, several weeks ago, the International Union had contacted me and offered me that they would pay for 2 organizers to go out to Portland, Oregon to be trained. I absolutely accepted that. I asked a rank and file PCC member, Tony Merkel. I think the PCC guys definitely deserve more representation, and they definitely need an organizer. Tony stepped up, accepted the challenge, and I asked Jimmy Millard. We all know brick and masonry is a hot item right now in Philadelphia, and we certainly need organizers trained. Those guys gratefully accepted the challenge. They left their homes. They jumped on a plane Sunday. They won't be back till Thursday evening, and I'm very appreciative of that. This past Monday, I actually didn't submit it yet, but I filled out the paperwork. The International is offering subsidy and to pay for the cost of an organizer for at least the next year, maybe year and a half. So I have the paperwork all filled out. I'm getting ready to finalize it this week, put it in for submission, and I'm pretty confident that the International Union would be willing to, if they offered to pay for an organizer, that this local has the receipts to show that we're deserving of it, and I'm pretty sure we're going to get that support. So, again, everybody, just remind everybody, please come out and support me. I've been fighting for you folks for a long time now. I'm going to continue to fight and look forward to the big changes coming, myself included. And again, we've done a lot of things this past fall. Our Board of Trustees finally implemented, a retiree offer for the health care. So now our retirees, as long as you're active at the time of your retirement, there is some paperwork and description to go with it. But as of 2025, January, you'll be able to run out your hour bank, and you will also be able to now, instead of going on COBRA, which only lasts 18 months under the law, you'll have the option from the age of 62 to 65 for $450 per month per member, and you can put your spouse on there too for an additional $450, and even your children, you'll be able to remain in our health coverage as you have it now, as your plan currently exists. We will be sending out paperwork as of January, but it has been approved by the Board of Trustees. So, we have made strides, we have made changes, we have continued to push on. The day-to-day business is being covered. The guys are doing a good job. Everybody stepped up. I couldn't do this alone. I've had great leadership behind me in the other chapters. Very appreciative of it. But again, now I'm trying to run for my vice chairman seat, which I feel as though that after all these years as an officer, I certainly did not want to not retire, not an officer. So I didn't come this far after 31 years of running for office, over 35 years as a member, not to continue my journey. It's been my lifelong dream to be a leader in this union. I want to continue to be a leader in this union, and I continue to fight for you guys day in and day out until I'm done. So that being said, folks, good night. Hear from me soon in the future, and I wish you all well. The best of luck. Contact me, call me. I don't want to sit here and tell you I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I want to hear what the members want to see and do, what they want done, and I can implement it with my own ideas, and together we could all collectively strategize how we want to do our collective bargaining for this year coming up, how we want to implement our new bylaws this coming year coming up, and how we want to continue on. And after this election's all said and done, finally all get back together and continue on as one union. So, good night, everybody.